YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Okay, writings on the wall, writings neon green, writings neon green, accented with pink, and lots of synergy going through that writing on that wall, and it's becoming plain as day. And now an article from BNN Bloomberg today is actually citing that, and it's about time that they're starting to becoming more and more transparent when it comes to people paying back or servicing their debts. Credit card firms warn losses coming with white collar job cuts. So credit card firms are now looking at their losses, looking at what they're leveraged, looking at what they've got out there, looking at what they've borrowed to lend out. Right? So there's kind of a risky concept. Yes, they make money hand over fist when rates are pretty high. They charge anywhere from 8 to 15 to 20. I've even seen 30% credit cards. But it's entering dangerous territory now when you see white collar job cuts. That ain't good. Blue collar, okay, yeah, you can kind of see that happen, and it happens in cycles. But when you start to see office jobs and people of, I guess, with a lot of college degrees, I see the white collar being hit harder than the blue collar, because people in the blue collar are obviously doing a lot of trade work. It was persistent. It was a persistent fear in the credit card industry as forbearance programs ended and the forbearance programs ended. So that's basically free money ended and the government stimulus ran out. Losses would climb. That hasn't turned out to be true just yet. Credit card companies S Financial Capital and One Financial Corp and Discover Financial Services said this week that delinquencies have remained low, even as unemployment surged and the pandemic has prompted many states to restart shutdowns. That's not going to last forever. Discover Chief Executive Officer Roger said on a telephone interview, "There's real economic pain on the broad basis that will continue." With delinquencies low, some card companies said this week that they're not expecting charge-offs to peak until next year. So guys, remember, charge-offs, you got to go, so you're going to go, you get your R1, R2, R3, so that's 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 days. Then in some cases, it's usually 9 months when you get an R9. Usually that's when the company writes off the bad debt, right? So you got 9 months. So that's going to be in next year, sometime next year. So hold your horses. With delinquencies low, some card companies this week that they're not expecting charge-offs to peak until next year, of course, because we just discussed the 9-month till people go delinquent. That's partially due to the way credit card companies account for losses. A customer has to be delinquent for 6 months before the card issuer can write off the loan. So in the States, I guess it's 6. In Canada, it's 9. 6 months would be 30, 60, 90, 120. Okay, I see that. So I see it making sense there, 6 months. Usually it's 9. Maybe I'm confusing mortgages with 9 months. I'm not. Yeah, I gotta look into it. Decreasing delinquencies. And partially it's because banks are now anticipating a second wave of unemployment, this time among the white-collar workers, whose employers held off on job cuts in early parts of the pandemic. They didn't want to lay off people over Zoom, and they didn't want people to have health care. Hochschild said, "You're going to start seeing more and more of those white-collar job layoffs." That's left credit card companies preparing for the worst. Discover, Capital One, and Synchrony set aside combined with $8 billion in provisions to cover soaring losses. Discover shares have slumped 39% this year. That's a huge in the share. I didn't even check the stock. Compared with 37% drop for Capital One and 36% decline for Synchrony, all greater than 21% decrease in the S&P 500 Financial Index. We've got a delinquency inventory that has incredibly low delinquency embedded in it right now, and an unemployment forecast that's suggested that that's got some to normalize at some point. Capital One Chief Financial Officer Scotty told Analysis a conference call last week how that's gonna work out. I think it's gonna really depend on what happens with stimulus. That's it right there. That's a key word, stimulus. U.S. lawmakers approved unprecedented stimulus measures in the early days of the crisis, including $1,200 checks to individuals, an increase to unemployment insurance that's set to end later this month. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin is working with Congress this week to the next stimulus package. Card company executives remain worried about the consumer ability to keep their bill as other lenders end their relief programs, especially for auto and mortgage repayments. So this is it, man. It's hitting the wall. The wall's here. You can't avoid the wall. The wall's on the. It's just you're not gonna avoid the wall on this one. The wall will hit. You will hit the wall. Sorry, or the wall will hit you. Right. To do this nationally at the scale we've done, it's pretty new for all of us. Synchrony CEO Margaret said in an interview this week, as people lose out on additional stimulus and these bills come back online, are they able to handle their finances? I think that's just another area to watch as we come through the next quarter. So basically, here's the chart right here. Let me get to this chart right here. So there's Synchrony, Discover, and Capital One. These are the big guys. You can find them on the NYSE, on the trading on the New York Stock Exchange. And this is the decreasing delinquencies percentage of 30 days past due fell in many card issuers. So it could be that people are on it right now. People are on it. They're paying their bills. But when the stimulus dries up, what's going to happen, right? Right now, they're in a position right now. And a lot of people are suffering because America right now is going into it's an election year. And they're doing everything humanly possible to kind of ruin this whole, and the rest of the world's getting screwed over because in China they have no cases with 1.7 billion people. So, you know, they did a really good job there and they saved the world and Christmas there. It looks like our Christmas is going to be ruined because America's in an election year, an election cycle year. So right now they're obviously going to push for mail-in ballots, and this is ruining, you know, people's lives and just because it's an election year. So let me know what you guys think. White-collar job cuts. I'm going to see a lot more white-collar job cuts. Comment below. You see white or blue-collar? I see a lot more white-collar job cuts, in my opinion, because pushing pencils and crunching numbers, I think it's more about plumbing, getting those houses up and ready for foreclosure for the banks, doing your plumbing, electrical, all kinds of work. Even landscaping, you'll do better than crunching numbers because you got to get those hedges pruned and those lawns cut because you're going to have a lot of foreign investors coming in to look at some of these defaulting properties. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd like to know what you guys think about this. White or blue collar, what would you rather be in right now? Service, like a real service skilled industry, or just crunching numbers in an air-conditioned office? I'd prefer to be like a mechanic, blue collar, working on cars, to be honest with you, if I had a choice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.